Welcome back to On Your Own Time podcast with host Decky Toland, the podcast where we sit down with people from all walks of life to hear their stories, their lessons they've learned, and what drives them to be the best version of themselves. Today's guest is John Connaughton from Dublin. John is a member of the Irish Defence Forces, serving as a medic. He also is a former competitive bodybuilder, a hybrid athlete, and a personal trainer with a passionate about fitness, nutrition, and helping others achieve their goal. Whether it's in uniform or in the gym, coaching clients, John leads by example. He knows he has hard work, discipline, and consistency. Above all, he's a genuine sound bloke who enjoys helping others. Today, we'll chat about his military career, bodybuilding, hybrid training, nutrition, coaching others, and his mindset to take to the next step. John is an absolute legend, a soldier, and an NCO in the Irish Defence Forces. Welcome to On Your Own Time podcast. This podcast, we sit down with people from all walks of life to hear their stories, the lessons they've learned, what drives them to the best version of themselves. Today's guest is John Connaughton from Dublin. John is a member of the Irish Defence Forces, serves as a combat medic. He also is a former competitive bodybuilder, a hybrid athlete, and a personal trainer who is passionate about fitness, nutrition, and helping others. Whether it's in uniform, in the gym, or coaching clients, John leads by example. He knows the hard work, discipline, and consistency works, but overall, he's genuine and sound bloke who enjoys helping others. Today's we'll chat about his military career, bodybuilding, hybrid training, nutrition, coaching others, and the mindset it takes to perform at that level. John, thanks for joining us and welcome to On Your Time.
Thanks very much for having me, Decky. Yeah, so nice take two.
Take two.
Yeah.
There's a lot of take twos in these podcasts.
Nothing wrong with it here. Thanks for having me. First of all, Decky. Delighted to be on. Thanks very much. Yeah.
And long old trek down from Dublin.
Do you know what? Initially when I got on the road it was fine. It was a bit of road works or the usual kind of traffic jams. Kind of getting on to the Galway exit, as per. Well, no, it was right. Stop out for a coffee.
Do you get lost when you leave Dublin, or?
Do you know what? No, sure, Davey boy, my brother, he lives down this neck of the woods, so we'd be down here quite a bit, to be honest.
Do you use Google Maps?
I've only actually, to be honest, I'm not even gonna lie, I've only stopped using Google Maps to get to Davey's house since before Christmas, genuinely. The old exits, And I get a bit nervous every time I leave the north side of Dublin,
Does Davey go to Dublin much?
No, he does, yeah. He'd be up to visit my nanny, visiting the grandmother and the family and all that kind of stuff, Yeah, he would. And especially since he's only back from overseas and all that kind of stuff, he's been up quite a bit.
Yeah, so outside Dublin. So welcome to the Midlands, as I said here.
Yeah,
you need to Google Maps to get down to Athlone. What's the story there, John?
As I said, just before Christmas, that's only when I stopped using after the many years days been living down here and how many years I'm travelling up and down to visit and all that kind of stuff. I've only stopped using Google Maps to get off at the right exit since before Christmas, Decky. That's not even gonna lie to you, yeah.
Okay, John, we get into business here.
Yeah.
So, what part of Dublin are you from?
I am from, originally I grew up in Ballymun, but I'm currently living in Finglas with the mother and father in the Mass box room.
You're still at home,
I am, yeah. What can you do? Housing crisis and all this kind of stuff,
Housing crisis.
Oh yeah, I'm living my best life in that box room, I'm telling you that.
You're only back from overseas.
Oh yeah, you can't get a house in your own.
Yeah, it's expensive in Dublin as well. Not Folly Dave down to the Midlands, no?
The way things are going, I'm probably going to end up with a caravan in the middle of some farmer's field.
Right.
So
you can get into Davies if you want.
This is it. You know what I mean?
Anyway, what was it like growing up in Ballymun?
Growing up in Ballymun, to be honest, the north side of Dublin, Ballymun, that neck of the woods, it kind of gets a bit of a bad rap. All my experiences there, it's been great, absolutely amazing, great childhood. Before the area kind of got built up and all that kind of stuff, it was loads of fields, very open. Childhood was great, a lot of innocence I found, and great community. Had a great group of friends growing up. Really good, loved it.
And sports, any sports growing up around Ballymun?
Sports, it was. Do you know what? I kind of got into sports a little bit late. But I got into sports when I was about 8 years of age, playing Gaelic, played with Ballymun Kickums. Played for them for many years, right up until up until I was about under 16s. Then I was playing back at St. Kevin's football team. It was decent enough for that. Their second team, the major team. Used to love that. And then did a bit of boxing then for a while.
Dave, was actually telling me you were actually a decent footballer.
Yeah, I used to. No, I used to. Yeah, I was half decent, but I was more interested in the Gaelic, like, you know. I used to love playing Gaelic, so it was like I put more of my energy and time into the Gaelic, like, you know. But yeah, no, I was half decent. I used to play left full. I used to, like, you know, but yeah, I was half decent, like, you know. I used to enjoy it, like, you know. It was more so just for playing for the enjoyment, like, you know what I mean. You know.
And how did Westmeath beat Dublin a couple weeks ago?
That.
How did they beat you?
I couldn't tell you. I couldn't.
David's actually saying to me you were up in Dublin recently for the last Dublin match.
Oh, he was up in Dublin watching it. It was Donegal.
Donegal, yeah. How did you beat them?
I don't know. I do not know. I was even watching the last one there against Galway, like, you know, and it was just like, the match wasn't. I don't know. We're not the Dublin team we used to be in anyway. Like, obviously
4 in a row and 5 in a row.
Yeah, you know, yeah, but listen.
Anyway, back to Ballymun.
Yeah.
You went from Ballymun to the Finglas, did you?
Yeah, so like, it's my grandmother used to mind me a lot because obviously my man and dad be working, so I practically more or less basically minded there, lived there, then moved to the Finglas with my mother and father, all that kind of stuff. Been living there ever since.
Does your mum wash your clothes and feed you? Still?
No, I feed myself now, unfortunately. I feed myself. The clothes washing, that's a bit up in the air. Like, you know, I like doing on my own, kind of, my own little bits and bobs on me, like, you know, like.
Yeah.
Very meticulous, like, with that kind of stuff. Like, you know,
OCD?
Like, yeah, I'm a knacker for it. Oh, yeah. I am, yeah. Like, even me Tupperware and all I have in the house has to be, like, you know, in a certain spot, happy little spot and all, you know what I mean? Yeah, carnage, yeah.
I remember actually refereeing a match years ago in Ballymun.
The San Siro, yeah.
The San Siro.
Yeah. All the flats around.
All the flats around.
Yeah. All the elms and I'll be throwing stuff out.
Actually, I remember there was like refereeing a match.
Everything, yeah.
There was horses on the pitch and everything.
Oh yeah, crazy, yeah.
Fucking mad.
Yeah, absolutely crazy. It's like where's it? I think it was playing out in against Cherry Orchard out in Ballyfermot. Yeah. For anybody in the country that doesn't know Ballyar, that's slagging that we say for Ballyfermot. Playing against Cherry Orchard, and yeah, it was just like I think it was like 114 or something like that. But like the middle of their pitch, it's like it kind of comes down into a hill, like, you know, and all the young fellas and all be all sitting around, that scramblers and all, and we're on the young fellas and all, just getting intimidated. I think it was a semi-final, DDSL semi-final or something like that against Cherry Orchard. That was an intimidating experience I've had in my life. Yeah, it was.
What was the biggest rivalry back then?
Soccer was.
Soccer, yeah.
Well, when I was playing for soccer, it was Home Farm in our team. In our league, it was Kevin's and Home Farm. It used to be like going neck and neck, like, I mean, that used to be pretty decent rivalry. And then Cherry Orchard would have been as well in our league, second, the major division. And then Ballymun and Erin's Oil. Ballymun Kick was. I used to play for Ballymun, obviously. Okay. But like I was living in Finglas, and then my mates would be all playing for Erin's Oil. Okay. And they're all, like, you know, from Finglas, so literally right beside each other. Well, I used to always hockey them, but it'd be just like fights and all on the pitch, you know, like usual skill, kind of carnage or whatever.
What was it like growing up to Davy?
Honestly, Davy, really good role model. Like, he was Davy's not much of a drinker. He was always really, like, you know, you see that kickboxing, running in the gym, and like, don't know if anybody was military colleagues now. He was in the RDF for years, do you know what I mean? So I'm absolutely mad into it, like, you know. So yeah, I always kind of just have good memories of just seeing Dave, like, either in a uniform, really fit, really funny, great brother, like, he used to bring me out. Yeah, great memories with him, like, yeah, really good. Any
funny stories you can actually tell us now?
Like, there's a few there that there's some.
He told me a few stories about you today.
Well, he probably did, but like that's fine, like, you know, but like
come on,
depends.
Come on, get off the
PG, like,
give me a story.
I can't really, like, none of them are really PG. Like,
you're right, Davey. You're 100% right. Davey says you wouldn't have the balls to say.
No, and do you know what, Dave? You're watching this. I don't have the balls to say because you know some of the stuff, like, so. You know what I mean? Like,
he taught me. Look at this.
What's this one? Give us what.
That's some of the stories you're telling now.
Yeah. Do I have any on the fucker? No, I won't do him dirty like that. I won't. I mean, Dave's a good man. Anyway, he's my brother, by the way. Good man, yeah.
We work together, so myself and Davey work together. So growing up in Finglas.
Actually, no, sorry. Funny stories about Davey. Well, I don't know if it's funny, but obviously, when I first went into recruit training, I had only been in training like 2 weeks. You know, like, so everybody, it's kind of just gradually being eased in. Yeah. And it was the Friday before we got leave, before you come in for week 3 when the boot gets put in, like, you know, still in tracksuits and all this stage. And I think there was like the whole room was in a jocker, like, you know, we were only learning, like, you know, and we weren't down stop at all. And there was a small bit of dust on my locker. And of course he found it, like, you know what I mean? And he was involved in my platoon, he was involved in one of the other platoons. And he basically came over and inspected my locker, flipped the place, gave me the hairdryer treatment, and I'm like, all these lads are like, this is what we're getting myself in for, is it? And he's my brother, like, you know, so yeah, it was not a funny story, but looking back on it now, it was, like, you know.
So you actually seen a different side of him?
But then again, actually, yeah, no, apparently I found out on my mad, and he was actually out on the drink the night before, so he probably came in with a big angry head in him, like, you know what I mean? Just like,
Crappy fucker.
yeah, you know, smell a drink on him. No, not really, no.
Yeah. So what made you join the army?
To be honest, Decky, ever since I was younger, just growing up with my granddad, day around, my dad, all that kind of stuff. There was always war movies on, army movies on. And since I can remember, that's all I've ever wanted to do. Genuinely just wanted to be a soldier since I was a nipper. Be always out with the lads, my mates, and I'll be always out playing guns, doing all that kind of stuff, just what kids do. But and I always found, even when I was growing up, I was half decent skill, but acting like kind of like outdoorsy, I really got a buzz out of it and I really enjoyed it. And I just always wanted to join the army. I just wanted to be a soldier. Just thought the idea was really cool. It was just like I ever seen in the army was just like fitness, health, education, and just the uniform and all. It's just really, really respected. I think like it's just a soldier. Like that's that. Yeah, didn't want to do anything else.
A bit cheesy here though.
Yeah.
What does it mean to wear the uniform?
I think genuinely to wear the uniform. I think now since it became more clear as well. Like initially it was just I wanted to be a soldier, but then when you do. I think once I did the NCO's course and anyway, and I kind of start going down and progressing more in my career, it was like lead by example. Like obviously you're wearing the tricolour, be proud of it, wearing the uniform, wear it well, look well in it as best you can, be fit and lead by example. Like, you know what I mean? And especially reason why I do a lot of posts now on social media. Like, and obviously the reason why I do that is because I come from an area where it's like it doesn't really get that much rep. There's a lot of like the younger lads are just there's a drug problem in Dublin, as you know. And I think it's just nice if younger lads, because when I was younger, I didn't have any of that. Lucky enough, I had my brother, and that kind of steered me in that direction. However, if younger lads that might have me on TikTok or Instagram see me, like, you know, training hard, getting all these qualifications, wearing the uniform, being fit, being healthy, amongst it with all the lads, amongst it with a group of lads, like, it's like they might be able to look up and that might benefit them. Be like, oh, I want to do that, as opposed to going down that road and like, let me flex on my Instagram, say, or whatever, of me going out trying to chase girls, doing drugs, like, you know, that's you know what I mean. So if somebody could see that's what I think. Lead by example, like, you know, it's really good.
Were you ever a big drinker?
Nah, never really was a drinker. I'm still to this day the kind of guy that I probably can't even count on one hand how many times I drink a year. But when I do drink now, I send.
Is that just because you're Davy Collick's brother? You can only count on one hand?
No. Well, I can only count to 8. Do you know what I mean? So, not even including my thumbs. But no, I just never really was a drinker. But then again, I would enjoy out every now and again. Like, of course, if I do, I would enjoy a Guinness and come out every now and again, the odd festival and all that kind of stuff. But I just I'm not really arsed with like the regular.
You into music, are you?
Love music, love raves and all tech. So it doesn't really go. My music choice doesn't really go with the lifestyle, you know. So I love house music and all that kind of stuff.
You with the old chicken and pasta at the back of the festival, is it?
I know when I go all in, they can go all in, man. No, I go all. But it wouldn't be much of a drinker, like, you know.
And when did you get into the gym work? Like, I know you said you joined the army early, but
so I was kind of Davey again. Thanks, Dave. Do you know what I mean? He kind of got me into training. I remember the first time I ever went to the gym I was 15. Dave brought me in as the Ballymun Leisure Centre, and I was only able to lift weights if you were with an adult. So I used to go with Dave, and Dave showed me, I think it was like a back workout or something. Ever since then, I just remember I got my first pump, and I was like, wow, this is steady. Yeah. This is great. Then I just kind of grew arms and legs from there, to be honest. I mean, I just kind of tipped away, just kind of used to get me dad. My dad used to get me, you know, like the men's health magazines. I mean, a lot of topless blokes, and but they used to show me, like, that's a bit weird now, John. But like, it was like, you know, like of how to do exercise and all that. Because it wasn't TikTok and Instagram saying when I started. You know what else? Then my granddad bought me, God rest him, the encyclopedia, Arnold Schwarzenegger's Encyclopedia of Bodybuilding, big huge book. read the whole thing. It was just about training and all that kind of stuff. And then
5 sets and 5
deadly it is. Still to this day, like, you know, I still use stuff that I learned from that book. Like,
still a blueprint. It's a blueprint.
It's a blueprint. Yeah, it's on YouTube and all. Arnold Schwarzenegger's I think it's Blueprint on Bodybuilding or something. But yeah, and then just from there, I just kind of gradually kept trying, tipping away. Yeah, that's how I got into the gym work side of the house anyway.
So, were you in the army? Were you big into gym when you joined the army?
No, so I was kind of like, as I said, I was playing Gaelic. I was playing Gaelic, soccer, doing a small bit of boxing, and just a bit of gym work, kind of just mixing it around. But I just loved, there was just something about strength training that I absolutely just loved the whole buzz of it. Me and the lads, like, you know, when we started going to our first gym that we actually joined properly. This gym, like me and a few of my mates, we discovered pre-workout. Okay. So, like, you know, we used to take a load of pre-workout and just be wired and go to the gym, just lifting weights, just having a crack, like, you know what I mean? You know, so yeah, it's good.
So that was your fix pre-workout?
That was I suppose, it was a good addiction to have, like, you know?
Yeah, Jesus.
It's a good addiction to have, like, you know, I suppose.
So you went to recruit training then. Talk to me a bit about recruit training.
Yeah, so
first off, where did you do recruit training?
I did my first back when I was 17 weeks. Yeah. Before 17 weeks in Cotterell Barracks in Rathmines. Then we had the week break, and then we went up to Finner Camp. It was 13 weeks then. Jeez. Yeah, 13 weeks then up there, yeah. So
you fell under there, Brian Kennedy, the boxer. He actually done his training in Finner as well.
Oh, great place to train troops, Jesus, yeah.
Finner Galway goes there.
Yeah, great place to, it was great, it was.
So recruit training is in the Brewer.
Yeah, 2016, sorry, yeah. So yeah, literally I had done my leaving, to finish my leaving cert in the May. Yeah, I'd literally just finished my leaving cert. Just waiting around for a few months, just kind of doing, like, you know, jobs like walking in Duns. I was making rolls in Duns before then. Yeah. Got in, and then that was 2016. I got in.
So your first day in recruit training. So you fell in. Where did you fall for your first day?
Fell in. So I just remember to this day. So obviously, my and dad dropped me off the gate. I walked in. Also, they came in with me because they bring the parents. Yeah. So they came in, and I just remember this fella. Don't know who he is. Just some fella, number ones, all the medals, mustache, big fella. I was only got 18 at the time. It's only nipper, like. And this fella, he just looking for my name and all. I just remember I was shooting myself straight away. I was like, oh God, what am I doing? Like, you know, you go in, you see all the army vehicles, you see lads walking around, you see lads out in PT, and you're like, oh Jesus, what am I getting myself in for here? Like, you know what I mean?
So that was your first day. So your brother was there as an instructor.
No, he wasn't there that day for some reason. No, he was I think he was involved in the other platoon though. I think they started, like, I don't know if it was the same time as me or not, but yeah, and anyway, no, he wasn't there. No.
What was recruit training like?
Deadly. It was great. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I thought it was great. Yeah, it was tough, like, you know, it was tough, like, it was hard in the head, like, you know, it was like, yeah, it was physically hard, demanding.
So your first day in there in recruit training, so you're used to being in Ballymun, used to being in Finglas, used to being at home, the man. What was it like when you started running or shouting with you?
See, yeah, because my granddad now was in the army, like, you know. Okay. Dave was in the army, obviously, so I had no idea what I was getting in. Get myself in for. So I just kind of took it on the chin, took hand on the chin. I knew it was a game from the very get-go. I knew these guys don't actually hate me. Yeah. It's just a part of the game. Unfortunately, this is the game I want to play. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, but I loved it. I just thought I was dead. I remember getting my uniform. Second day, I was just loving every day. I was loving doing the locker. I just loved it. Steady.
What was the biggest challenge in the recruit training?
Biggest challenge? I think. What was the biggest challenge? I'd say just being used to not getting out at the week, like just a time away from home. Yeah, comforts, like, I mean, like, you do a big stint, say 6 weeks, and you have a sergeant's inspection on a Friday, and you're like, am I getting out this weekend? And you just don't know. And whether you're on Tinder trying to sort out a gear for the weekend, or whatever you're trying to do, like, you can't plan anything, you can't plan the night out. You're trying to tell people at home, and they're like, you're coming out, you're doing this, and like that kind of stuff. Just for me, I was fine. It was more so the people outside that didn't know what was going on. I was fine. It was like trying to plan things. People are like, we can just give you an honest answer. And you're like, get it, that kind of stuff, like, you know.
Yeah, it's hard to be like you said. You're very OCD when it comes to stuff.
Saying Adam was something not me, yeah.
But when you get to the recruit training, it's literally you do what you're told on their clock.
Yeah, it was amazing.
You passed. You went to 2 to 3 star training then at Finner.
Yeah.
What's Finner like? Different gravy up there.
Yeah. So like, it was just heavy PT. It was heavy PT and recruit training, obviously, in ASF. But Up there, it was like the hills of Donegal. There's a song for a reason, like, you know. And I just remember coming out, finishing training, and just being so fit, like an absolute actor, just being an endurance machine, like, you know. Cause we used to run 3-4 times a week up there, circuits, battle PTs, excuse me, on a Friday, and just out in the elements, in the water, in the sea. I was dead, you know. You just class and up that big. Anybody ever is watching this, so trained up in Finner, they know about Big Baldy. You know, it was great, great experience though. Really enjoyed it.
What was your first course after you passed out?
Recce course in, was it? Yeah, it was the recce course now. So after that, I went to the second cavalry squadron, where I'm in the army now 10 years, but I spent seven of them in the 2 cav. And straight away, before you got overseas or any of the kind of cool mobile courses, they were like, right, here's a hard course, recce course, 6 weeks. You do that, you pass it, you start to get all these courses and all that kind of stuff. So, did the recce course, it was good. Basically just navigation, how to move with weight, how to do close target reconnaissance, all that kind of stuff. Really enjoyed it. It was fresh out of training. That was that. Did that, and then after that went on to numerous different driver courses, all the way from basic, jeep and trailer, all the way up to Mowag and the LTAV then, which obviously we don't use the LTAV now anymore.
When did you go to the medics?
We just have, obviously, so I have an interest in human body and all that kind of stuff, and I just always thought there was something cool about being able to treat casualties on the tactical kind of side of the house, because I always have had an interest in like the likes of the paramedic kind of side of the house, the first aid kind of side. I was like, but then there was obviously the tactical combat side of it. I was like, yeah, I really think that's cool. Like, you know, it's, yeah.
Is there a difference, for anybody listening, is there a difference between a normal medic and a combat medic?
In the army, like,
yeah.
Well, different armies, I think, as far as I wouldn't know 100%, but I know other armies need different kind of medics. Obviously, because we don't have thousands and millions of people, like, you know. But there's normally like an administrative medic, so they do all the administration kind of stuff. An occupational medic, so that's like that does like just bloods, just like say like bloods and like ECGs and for pre-preps and medicals and all that, like kind of like a nurse. Then obviously like a line medic, which would be like a combat medic, where it's out with the platoons amongst it, like, do you know what I mean? So all that kind of stuff. But in the Irish Army, you're all three. Do you know what I mean? So you do the courses, like, say it's nearly over a year long now. So you're in UCD. Essentially UCD, at the time when I did it, was in UCD, so you brought all the way up to EMT level. Then you do the occupational side of the house. That's how you do like the likes of IVs, taking blood, all this kind of like 12 lead ECG. So you kind of walk a little bit above your scope of practice under provision of a doctor with certain skills if you are competent. Like, I know when we were overseas, we were like walking above our skill set, doing IVs and all that kind of stuff. Before you were competent under a doctor, like, you know, and then the combat medical side of it, the combat course. Do you know what I mean? It's cool, like, you know, stretchers, how to treat people, how to like you know, yeah, just really cool stuff, like, yeah.
And what was actually a course like itself, like the combat side? Oh,
cool, it was good. Yeah, you learned a lot of, like, you know, how to treat in the field. It's kind of at the going down. There's a new route that's being brought in. It's like T-CCC, so tactical combat casualty care. It's like a new route of like practitioner levels for medics, and I rolled out the personnel as well. So yeah, it was really cool, really combat kind of stuff. Learning kind of like how to do needle decompression and all that kind of stuff, and yeah, just really cool stuff, like, you know.
And obviously you take blood and stuff there as well.
Yeah, in the medical aid post I'm stationed now at the minute in Rathmines, in the Brewer. Yeah, I take blood and all that kind of stuff.
What's that like?
It's an easy, like, once you do it, like, our first time you do it, you're nervous, you're like, oh, rattling, like, you know what I mean? But after you get, everyone has their own little knack, and it's like, it's easy enough. It's very rare that, and touch wood, and it never goes wrong. I mean, you might get a few people now that just don't like needles and they might faint. Do you know what I mean? But sure, you know, that's it. But, yeah.
I think that's the norm, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the norm, it is, yeah, to be honest. The norm it is. Like,
overseas then, talk about overseas.
Yeah, so when obviously it's 3 times now. Twice to the cav, once to the leb as a basic rifleman, or a dismount, as you call it, recce dismount. Then the second time I was a Mowag driver, just a driver and gunner. And then the third time I went, which was recently I'm only back from in November, I went over as medic NCO, so medic, like, you know. So yeah, it was good experience, really good trip. It wasn't too, at the start it was a bit early enough, like, you know, with the start of like the Iran going to crack. You know, just seeing the rockets going over them. We were in the bunkers a bit, but other than that, it's a good trip. Really great crew. I was away with, like, you know, great team and all that, medics.
What's it like driving a Moai overseas?
Heart does be in your mouth, like, you know the way they drive over there, like, you know, that's just the area, whatever. But just yeah, like, you know, like some dodgy cliffs, you know, you're just like, geez, the height of this, like, you know, especially in Syria, like, you know, you would be driving up the Mount Hermon, the Moags or whatever, and it was just like you'd be taking corners, and like because you're up so high in the Moag, like it looks like you're over the cliff because it's so tall, like, you know, and you'd be just like, yeah, well, they reckon it anyway, like, yeah.
Davey took over. Did Davey relieve you?
He relieved me in, just recently. Yeah, he relieved me, and then he went in November. Came home there in May.
Just they got caught in fucking some shit.
Yeah, they were rattled. You know, not fairness, that was when it kind of got really bad, wasn't it? Like from what the news said, and I mean, all that kind of stuff, you know.
So moving on then to you're actually bodybuilding. So you're a bit confused there. So are you still a competitive bodybuilder?
I'm not. That's not me. We'll say forte of what I'm doing now. I was for many years. Yeah. So I kind of started training that kind of vibe, we'll say, in 2020. Did my first show then in 2023. Loved it. But it was just getting to a stage where I was like, I just had one kind of metric of fitness, and I was getting to a body weight and a size where I was just, I think if I had kept going, I'd be struggling with the fitness test and military kind of stuff, and I was like, nah, I like my job. Do you know what I mean? There's lighter weight caps I can do, or there's, like, you know, down the end of the line, or even a lighter kind of category, like some men's physique. So that's the aim. I'll eventually be back doing men's physique, like, you know.
It's changed a good bit in the army. I remember when I joined, there was loads of massive big men in the DF. There's still big massive men in the DF, but they always struggle with the running, the cardio side of the fitness test. I don't see that as much anymore. Do you?
I think I just think it's because lads in the army just like they're more. I think there's more amongst it now, like, you know.
Is it a different generation, though? Is it a different kind of generation that's become in?
I think just more health conscious, like, you know, like it's all well and good being really, really strong and huge and all, but then, like, there's nothing worse when you have that in your back pocket, but, like, you know, you can't move though. Jack, or else you can move, but you're just struggling moving the whole way. That's what's going to happen to me. Like, I'd never ever fail my fitness test, or I'd never let that happen. Whatever, Jesus. Or even with the runs, I'd always try to be like staying at that time. I'd always try, like, I'm going with the fast group, like, I'll hang on here, but you'd be struggling. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, you know. So
that's strange. It's mad because I remember all them big muscle guys, like they looked massive, like.
Yeah.
Came to the fitness test and
Jock, like the BMI, that's one thing, with the fitness test, like, they see it, like, lads, they do actually, some lads, not loads now, but they do neglect the run. Or cardio in general. Yeah. You know? And
like you're a hybrid athlete, like, you do everything. What do you find easier? Do you find easier in the gym or find running easier?
The gym, it's weird, like, I mean, because I, like, at the minute, like, strength training is just my thing. I just love it. It's great. It's not whatever. But now what I'm trying to do is I'm mixing running with lifting. So like say the run may be the swimming that I'm doing at the minute probably the poxiest. You know what I mean?
Jeez, what you not do? You fucking do it.
Yeah, just the way just train, like, you know. I kind of just do different blocks of things, like, you know. But I really love the running. Yeah. Love the running. Really do. Have a few good lads there that I go running with. And I always make sure I try at least once a week run with somebody that's just 10 times faster than me or better than me, so I can.
Do you find that good training with someone that's
deadly, especially for running? Like, if you want to get faster and fitter and anyway, well, I know for myself, because I do. When I want to, you know, get me run times right down, like, you know, you do have to kind of run with lads or do certain classes that are just out of your comfort zone, like, you know what I mean?
Are you competitive?
A person? Yeah. I would be, yeah, a little bit, like, I mean, like, a little bit, I mean, but not in the bad way, like, I mean, like, with the lads, like, I mean, if we're out running and we're trying to outdo each other, like, I mean, like, in a good way, like, you know what I mean? Because, like, I'd be competitive, but, like, if he beats you, like, fair play, I'll try to beat him next week, or, like, even me mate on that I train with, like, say if we're doing legs, we're on the hack squat, we're doing the same way, I'll go first, and then I'll do 12 and right, go on, you have to do 13, and then if he gets 14, I'll do right, well, next week I'm going to beat you. So,
who's stronger?
Me or Owen? Yeah. I would be, now, I mean, I would be, but Owen, my mate Owen, now, he's like, he trains very technical, he's very intelligent, I mean, like they won't train a lot longer than him, but he's like, cause the way he trains and just, he's actually in the army as well, like, you know, but he's only kind of like passed it. He's a medic and all that kind of stuff. But because he hasn't done the NCL's course, he hasn't done overseas and yet. So then kind of we'll say like months of where you wouldn't be as consistent or as locked in. Like he hasn't had that yet, so he's just been knocked in completely, and like the progress he's made, but he's very, very intelligent.
He's training smart.
Very smart, very good, like, you know what I mean? Like he's very, very good, like, you know. But I'd listen to him, like, you know, a lot of things he'd say, like, you know, he's really good. Really good guy.
Bodybuilding competition. So talk to me about your first bodybuilding competition.
Yeah, it was a good experience. Like, yeah, it was good. So yeah, I was being coached by had a coach all the time. Mark Hodson, great coach, really nice guy, really good coach. Learned a lot. In fact, most of the kind of coaching strategies that I use now, I kind of mimicked them off what I learned off him. Now I've worked with a few other coaches as well. Adam Dillon and Carl Bollard, all great coaches. So I've kind of worked with them. I've kind of like, let's say, whirlpooled it and just utilised it now for my clients and all that kind of stuff. But the experience was great, really good. Mark was a great coach, always there for me. Chatting, like, there's not much to be there for, but he was just really good at correspondence. Like, I mean, made the process as easy as possible. But it is difficult. It is, the whole process is difficult. It looks great on Instagram, these lads shredded. You're up on stage and you're getting the pictures and all, that's great, but you're up every morning, fasted cardio, starving, trying to build as much muscle, or at least maintain as much muscle as possible, whilst losing body fat and definitely not messing with you, man. It's like, it's not the hardest sport in the world. Like, you're in the gym, you're lifting weights for a few seconds, put down, rest, you're well fueled and all that kind of stuff, but it's just when your body's just losing body fat, maintaining that muscle, and you're doing that much steps, and it's around the clock, like, you're just, the hunger, it's just, you'd eat your hands, like, you know, crazy, it's a mad feeling.
And what's the prep like for the day of the competition? Talk to me through the day of the competition.
Yeah, so it kind of goes against everything that you do. So my prep was 20 weeks. I was grown for about 2 years. I dieted loads of times before, so I knew I was able for it, like, you know. Did the bodybuilding comp, obviously. 20 weeks. Then the last 2 weeks, 1 week was like a peak week. So what you do is you pull everything. You see, kind of monster that has 11 calories in it, or sugar-free Coke and all that. Can't have it. Just water. Chicken, lean meat and all that kind of stuff. Really low. I think it was on like 1,800 calories. 1 hour of cardio for the last week, and like 5 litres of water.
So barely enough calories to
survive. No, so you, like, realistically, like, you know, like, you're walking around, you're probably burning about in a day 200. You're burning 400 on the Stairmaster, I'd say. So I mean, then you've, you know, because you're a bigger bloke, and your body's trying to sustain that. So you do that. So that was like, say, for 1 week, for about 10 days, then 3 days before the show, carbs go back in, food goes back in, and it's great. So I was like having blueberry muffins and all again, bread, everything carved up just to fill the muscle back out. Then you can do a little bit of a dehydration thing where you like drink loads of water, not much water, shot of vodka the night before. Like a dandelion root tablets or dandelion tea just to, maybe pissing like a racehorse, asparagus.
I heard that before with the vodka, drinking the vodka.
Yeah, just next morning like a roadmap. Whatever it does, it just dehydrates you, and then obviously all the carbs you're eating pushes back up against the skin, the muscle on that fills it out. Lack of water, dehydration, the skin goes real tight, and you're like, you look, it's deadly. Supplements?
Do you take supplements?
Yeah, you still have to take your supplements, creatine, protein, all that kind of good stuff, all that really good stuff and all that.
Remember being on the last, we talked about the podcast tomorrow, remember about the PTL block, I brought creatine.
Oh yeah.
Remember the room, there's split in terms of...
I was cracking. I was cracking, yeah. But good experience, the bodybuilding was, tell you, it was great.
Would you recommend it to anybody else?
Do you know what? No, I wouldn't, because it's actually, unfortunately, it's not for everybody. As I said, a lot of people get into it, and you see it like, it's like Instagram. It's like everything on Instagram's highlights, like, do you know what I mean? Yeah. You see the pictures, you see all that kind of stuff. Like, if you're like I wouldn't be doing it if you're not financially there, if you're not mentally there, and if you don't have your stuff in order, because, like, you know, like, do you want to be throwing a lot of hunger on top of that, going home every night and being starving? Like, you need to be in a good space, and I just think you need experience in the gym floor and actually know you love it, because there's nothing wrong. You can still be in great shape and all and just go to the gym and live a normal life, but like, there is levels to and standards to.
Are you a grumpy fucker, eh?
Do you know what? No, it's not that you be grumpy, right? It's just you'd have a constant, for the girls, there's any girls, or just a resting bitch face. So you just, there's no carbs and you've no energy, you've no life in you. So you're not angry at it, you're just like, yeah, how's things? Like Dave would come up and he'd be like, how are you, John? Like, what's wrong with you? Nothing, mate. I'm just goodness me, man, I've no carbs in my body, man. But I'm running off asparagus and chicken, man.
That's not life, either. That's not life.
No, it's not, and it's very temporary. You don't want to be doing it all the time, like, you know. You don't want to be doing it all the time, like, you know. I just wanted to do it to experience it. I love bodybuilding, think it's great, tick the box. I was like, if I want to do it again, I might, but at least I can say I did it. So
as a medic now, so from the experience you have as a medic, is it dangerous, like, do you reckon?
No, it's not. It's like.
Can it be dangerous?
Oh, of course, it's like anything can be dangerous. Absolutely anything can be dangerous. 100% anything can be dangerous. But if you're going to look at it, like, it does keep lads off the drink. You're training your body. You're, for a temporary time, you are at a dangerously low body fat percentage, but it's only temporary. But I wouldn't say it's like it's keep you fit and healthy, and it does teach you obviously mentally, like, you know, like, it gives you discipline, it does give you structure, like, and I'll kind of carry that over from the bodybuilding to any other kind of aspects of training. It's most things are like regimented, even from my clients and all, like, I mean, I kind of give them little nicks and knacks and tips and tricks from what.
So anybody here watching or listening and wants to actually give it a go, like someone that's been in the gym a good few years and says, fuck it, I'm going to give bodybuilding a go. What's the first thing they should do?
First thing you should do? What would you do? Like, if you're someone that says, so what are they, would these people be already training, for instance?
Yeah, so just say someone that's in the gym.
Yeah, just obviously, diet is everything. Unfortunately, you cannot out-train a diet within reason now. Within reason, like, if you're an endurance athlete and you're doing like 30 kilometers or whatever, like, obviously within reason. Like, I'm not saying you can out-train your diet, but if you do want to look a certain way, like, there's lads in the army say, and like, they just eat and drink whenever they want, but they're absolute machines. Because you can perform on that. But if you do want to have a certain look to you, unfortunately, you do need to control what goes in the mouth, food-wise, like, you know. So yeah, just nail the diet. Train anywhere from 3 to 5 times a week, depending on your recovery. Prioritise compound lifts, and yeah, just get after it. Like, because you can be very misled with, like, TikTok and all, like, this form, that form. Just literally just get after and try and hard, give it a bit of heart, like, you know.
And do you recommend someone that's going to give it a go for the first time? First thing they should do is contact a coach.
Do you know what? A lot of lads get away, like if they have the experience and they do know what they're at and they are switched on, like, you know, you could probably get away without a coach realistically, but for your own peace of mind, like, you know, like 6 weeks out your brain goes, you don't know, you start overthinking, like, I mean, you get body dysmorphia, you know, you think like I remember I got to a stage where you nearly start getting that, like, say if we drank water, what's that feeling in your stomach to feel? Was there any rolls and all? And you, like, to be veins popping to your stomach and all that kind of stuff. Your mind just go mad. It's weird. Like, but if you can get away with it, save a few quid. But yeah, I suppose if you don't want to go down the competitive route, yeah, you probably would have to get it.
Do you look up to any bodybuilders?
Honestly, Sam Sulek, he's on YouTube. He's great. He's only young, like, I mean, he's steady. Just the way he trains. Just honest. He's under this, like, form where, like, he's just old school. Goes in, rips the weight around, enjoys himself, eats his food, and goes home. Do you know?
Is the old school
old school all day?
Yeah.
There's that there, like, you know. You see all this new school trying to reinvent exercise and reinvent the wheel. It's like these lads years ago used to just eat good, clean food, train hard, and go home. They didn't know how complicated. Like, they still had a bit of bad food once a week, had the odd beer, but they just locked in all week. You know. Whereas now it's like, if you have a burger, you're gonna die and all. Like, you know, like.
Would you have a takeaway?
Oh yeah, once or twice, especially now with the extra training and all we're doing. Once a week, once twice a week. Horse like the likes of
And every single podcast episode I ask, what's your go food if you want to take it?
If it was to go for, I'm a bit of a foodie, like, you know, but I'd say 4-1 Chinese or something like that, yeah. Or else an Indian. Indian.
And the reason I knew you were going to say Chinese because this is going to be my 6th episode. Okay.
There's a dub on it.
And you're the 6th person, so everyone I asked said Chinese.
Yeah. Now it depends, like, what say other Chinese, like, so what would you get, for instance, like, you know?
Spice bag is my go-to.
Yeah.
Maybe it's fucking dry or cheesy, but, like, that's what I go for.
Yeah. Now what's rice, chips, curry sauce, noodles, shredded chicken.
Okay.
Can of Coke, say 2 cans of Coke Zero.
2 cans of Coke Zero.
Like, one with the meal, then one after, like, you know what I mean?
And would you have it on duty? Like, could duty be your breakout? Did I not see you before during the pods course? Or somewhere before eating a ready-made meal somewhere on duty? I was on duty with you in the brewer.
Could have been me.
It was 100%.
Probably was. Yeah, I was probably trying for focus.
You were in the calf, and I was up instructing on my first pods course in Dublin, and I was on guard, and you were actually on guard. I was slagging you, and you popped out this bag. It's like you're going away you're going away on the ground
That's
for a
melt,
week.
yeah, the duties used to be a melt, yeah. Fucking.
Going on the ground for a week and all this food coming. He's like, what are you eating?
Chicken, I know,
Chicken.
yeah. But, no, it depends. If your duty's on a Sunday, going all in, yeah.
And that's normal. Is that okay? Like if you're
100%, yeah. Once a week, it's not going to kill you. Like, I mean, again, like most people should go off that 80-20% rule, or even the 70-30%, 30%, 20%, like whatever you want. Crap, and 70%, 80% lock in. Like, for lifestyle clients, unless you're training for a bodybuilding show or photo shoot or a wedding or something, like, you know what I mean?
So you're a personal trainer as well, and you're clients. So talk to me if someone came to you and said, "Here, John, is it okay if I have a takeaway?"
Of course, I'm like, of course, 100%. I mean, listen now, however, depends what the goals is. If they were like to me, like, right, John, I want to do a photo shoot, or do you know what, John, there's a bodybuilding show that's coming up. I just want to get in shape. I want to just get on stage and look the part. Give us a dig out. I'll be like, right, well, there's a few things you're gonna have to sacrifice, unfortunately, to get to where you want to be. Do you know? And then again, yeah, do you know? But look, for normal lifestyle clients, I have all my clients. I'm like, listen. If you can't listen, the more you lock in the bar, but listen, you're not, if you do have a point, it's the summertime, we have a lot of clients say, and say, like, if like, you know, when we have a client, you might go out for a beer garden with the missus or something like that, or a bit of food or a carvery, whatever. Just think about what did you do for the week? Did you nail everything 80% of the time? And if you did, yeah, of course, go for it. I mean, just box smart with your food, like bank your calories or whatever, like, you know, or even if you do, communicate me. So you can just be like, right, what's the plans for the weekend? Yeah, listen, I'm planning. I'm mad there with the lads now on Saturday night. Do you know what I mean? Like, Grant, let me know early in the week so that way I can send you a plan then that's already been tailored to you. To kind of just like, right, we'll bank some calories for this week.
And to a good point, you're saying banking calories. So, like, do you count calories on a daily basis, or do you say as a week, overall week?
So for guys that are saying that might happen, or even depends. Every client's different. Every client, because on the consultation form I send them, it's like I kind of read through that, mix it with their kind of starting photos or whatever, just to kind of see where the body composition's at. And some people like go off, they do have the discipline to have, like, if it fits your macros, kind of avoid. So that's like your daily calories. Then some people I do go off if they do have, say, like an event, or if they're a regular drinker, or they just not a regular drinker, but they might want to go out for like a pint or two once a week. Or kind of go off a weekly kind of thing, like, you know.
And would you be training much? It's all high performance people, like bodybuilders.
It's a mix. It's literally a mixture. So mostly it's not even like it's lifestyle clients. It's just all lifestyle clients I have, do you know what I mean? And it's got a lot of guys that are just in the army that are just like, you know, that know me, that are just looking to say just get a little bit fitter, like, you know, for their ITs, and like, do you know what I mean, like, get used to putting the bag back on, just like, you know, because I do a lot of like programs, say, for like injury prevention kind of stuff, and like, you know, just performance stuff, like, you know what I mean? Yeah. But it's mostly all lifestyle clients though. People just look to feel a bit better, look a bit better, get a bit healthier, like, you know.
Just gets to a point in life where you just want to just
people just want to be fit, like, you know, and just lose a bit of weight, whatever, like, you know. So
then, talk to me about back to the army side of it. You done something there recently with the 7th Battalion.
That's right, yeah. So recently, myself, I was the medic for the 7th Battalion. They recently did the 30-kilometre Norwegian ruck challenge. So it was 35 pounds carried for 30 kilometres straight. We had to do it in an elite. We did it in the elite time, so we qualified for the elite time anyway. Got a patch, got a certificate, and all that kind of stuff for it. Bags was weighed at the start, at the end, and it was really good. It was 2 laps at the Phoenix Park, and then it was a lap. Well, it was back to the barracks. Then we finished at the flag. It was really good. It was nice. We got claps coming in the gate and all that. But yeah, it was hard. I have to say, it was probably one of the hardest things I've done. Reason being, I was doing my own training anyway, and then Commandant Richie Barber, I was chatting to him. I got involved with him and Ross Munn. Great PTIs up there, by the way. All the lads, Matty Reynolds and all really good lads. And so I got involved with them. I was doing my own training. Did one pre-run with them. It was like a 26 kilometre. It was grand, but it was a lovely day for it. When I say lovely day, it wasn't warm, it wasn't humid. You name it. It was grand. It was perfect. No wind or a little bit of wind and all. We had, I think it was like about 18 degrees, something like that. When we did it, it was a heat wave. It was just one day heat wave, 30th of May, and I think it was like 25 degrees or something like that. Sun splitting the trees, and like I remember the sweat melt the lads that were just cramping up and all that kind of stuff. So obviously we were running for a minute, walking for a minute. We were running at like 6:30 for a 6:30, and then we were coming back down to like I think it was like an 8. But it was like, you know yourself when you come from the run down to the first match, your shins and all, the heat and everything. Lads, I'd say after 15k, that's when I think just 1 or 2 lads dropped out. But it was like lads with calves were cramping up and all, and like obviously me being the medic. So there was a van that was coming beside us. We couldn't just leave the lads. So if somebody dropped back, we had to stay with them. Like one of the boys, it was Gav Power actually. I mean, like I think his calf went, and that I think that went at 26. Now we finished it, but obviously he stopped. I was rubbing his calf out, whatever, and he ran on. And then there was another lad that stopped now to wait for the transit to come. So I was like looking at him, I was like, the lads are like 200 metres ahead, and I was like, right, I'm now going to be running now for 1 kilometre, because by the time you catch up, you know what I mean? So I was just running for about 2k, trying to catch them, and I just, at one stage, I was right, I'm staying 100 metres behind them, I'm not running anymore. Until, like, obviously, only when they ran, I ran just to try to catch up to them, because it was like, I'll burn myself out, and if anybody does drop out, I'm to the rear enemy, I can see and I can dart to them. You know, but it was good, it was really good.
It's tough, man, isn't it?
Oh, was it? No, Dickie, it was like, you know.
Just I heard them lads in the gym up there, like, are unbelievable. All of them, like,
they're really good, and you know what? It's great to see, because even though like all the new lads now that are coming out of training are all out just put themselves doing their own training or run. You know, I mean, great community in that barracks now. It's great. It's really good for fitness. Like
they're actually, you see the boys, Brass Mullen are running the High Rocks competition recently in August or something.
Oh, I didn't see that. I remember there was talks. I think I was talking to you about something like that, and I think the lads, Common Richie Barrett, I think he was saying something to me as well.
The gym, like the Trifecta,
yeah,
they're actually running it. So through the gym, obviously. So anybody listening there that wants in the DF that's interested in doing a High Rocks competition, the lads contact the gym up there.
Yeah,
great, good lads.
But yeah, no, obviously it was good. It was a great day as well. The lads from Ignite Recovery and all came out in the barracks, had the recovery room and all.
Yeah, savage.
Free food and all. I was there. There was a bit of a gig down that night.
McCabe
walked into the mail. What the fuck? You know what I mean? Yeah. I seen on lads' Instagram stories on Dan McCabe playing. I was like, what?
There must be something there with Richie Barber and him, because he got for the DF football team.
Deadly. Yeah, and it's a great buzz up in that bar. I have to say, fitness was really good.
And it's mad. I actually mentioned it a few episodes now. I don't know. Just the army, talking to army lads. The 7th Battalion are flying at the moment.
It's really good for I really like, you know, like try with our military skills courses and all. Yeah, it really is good.
But even there, like the troops are getting out. Like I was struck on the pod course here. Like the best soldier, 7th Battalion.
Yeah, Shane Bell, know him. He sound local.
Big dad, like sound lad. Hardy fucker as well.
Yeah.
Even though he lies and he lied to me and he gave me a different NCO's name. Did you hear the story? No.
Shane be watching this now. Shane be watching.
So you're a Heal member. So he came in. I won't say the name. He gave gave another person's name. He came in.
Yeah.
I was rectified the next morning very, very quickly, John.
Yeah.
But he's actually a top bloke.
Shane's good. Yeah. I actually know Shane since before the army. Yeah. He used to be a PT in where was it? I think it was
he PT as well?
Yeah, he's PT. Yeah.
Kept that fucking.
He's manager. He's manager for who was it? Yeah, Energy Fitness. Yeah.
Jeez, he kept that quiet. Yeah. I know he's a good lad. He was
sound bloke.
I think we were trying to poach him to the PTC.
PTC. Yeah.
Talk to me about the pod course. Your own pod course.
Yeah. I thought it was great. It was really, really good.
What made you do it? Pod course.
I just obviously I'd been overseas 3 times. I was in the army about 7 years at the time, and I got my technician, which was been overseas, good bit of time with the calf. Was transferred into the medics, got the full tech pay, all that kind of stuff. Fully qualified combat medic and all that. I was like, right, let's start going up the ranks now. This is what you join. I want to kind of start moving in that direction. So that's when I stepped away from bodybuilding, got a little bit into the running. Got into the NCL's course, just loved it. Just any of them kind of course like recruit train, NCL's course, I just really loved it. Really got amongst it. Yeah. You know.
I actually joined I think I joined after 9 weeks, wasn't it?
Yeah, you joined after, and then that's when the PTs, some of the quality coming out, they were hard. Yeah. Really good PTs though. Really good PTs.
I'm doing infantry. I did the infantry course and then I came in and joined that. I remember my first conversation with your brother Davey. Davey said, make sure you give it to my brother. Yeah. And I think I did. I think the first time I met you, I think I made you do laps of square up there. Down the BTC.
Something, I don't know what it was. I was made to do laps a few times, like, you know what I mean? So, no. I don't think you did that, actually, no.
I definitely made you run around the BTC square. And
probably did.
Because Rory Milton was there as well, and I did both of you do it.
Oh,
together.
no, yeah. No, yeah, I remember that now. It was like, yeah, because I know Dave, or because you know Rory, or something like that, yeah.
And I don't know if it was you or Rory said to me, he says, how many laps are we doing? I says, you keep going until I tell you to stop.
Yeah, it was something like that. Yeah, I was like, what the
Hardy.
fuck? Yeah, I remember running behind Rory. I was like, what is going on?
And I would have grew up with
My MAP's only over there. I'm going back over here.
I grew up with Rory as well. Like.
Yeah.
So I knew him.
Yeah, the end was great. Loved it.
And how do you feel since you obviously you're corporal now? So talk to me about that.
Just that in sales call gives you so much confidence. See, for speaking, the public speaking doesn't bother me. Like, I remember for months before that course, it was like thing. I wasn't afraid of it, doing the ground, doing any of that kind of stuff. PTs, I was actually looking forward to that, learning a bit of soldier and all, you know. Forward in the career, all that kind of good stuff. But it was that 10-minute test talk I was so nervous for, because it's like, well, yeah, what way do we stand? What way do I hold myself talking? Do you know what I mean? But you just see eventually just get a knack for talking in front of people. Do you know what I mean? Just I suppose what I learned was that if you know the subject really good, it's natural confidence. Do you know what I mean? Kind of thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was really nervous, but
any hard points in the pod course?
what was that?
Was it all cushy?
There was like the ground phase was crazy. It was like I didn't sleep for about 2 days. I was like, this was nuts. You know, actually, I've never been that tired before in my life. I think it was what's his name, Vinny?
Vinny Lee, yeah.
Yeah, he had us out, and the lads was getting tested. He was being tested for just a patrol. It was a defensive phase, built up defensive phase. Round the patrol, and I just was standing there staring at a tree, covering off. But I just remember I was like, can I close my eyes just for 2 minutes? I tried to cover off, close my eyes, and I was just wrecked. But yeah, that was a really good course. Yeah,
did you fall asleep?
Didn't fall asleep, like, you know. I wouldn't fall asleep, you know. But it was good.
Rest in the eyes.
It was good. But I ended up, course good. Ended up winning a lake on Corset then, yeah. Just all the lads voted for me, so I was like, soldier. And then got that in recruit training actually as well. Just forgot to mention that, yeah. So, like, you know, so every time I kind of do any of them kind of courses, I get really engulfed in it, like, you know.
Yeah. So what's that mean, that course? What's that?
It's kind of like, it's like everybody kind of voted for you, that you were like, we're basically into make friendly, you were there for people, you were a good bit of half decent bit of stuff. You were up for a run for best soldier as well, I would imagine. I mean, but got that in recruit training now as well, and I was actually ready. I was step when my name got called out in the auditorium. Both times, you know what I mean, because obviously I train and recruit train with a lot of quality soldiers like that have gone on to being there, all this kind of stuff, and even like all the sniper lads, everybody that I trained with on the NTL's course, I was a bit stuck back. I was like, whoa, Jesus, like, you know, I wasn't expecting that, like, you know, cause, do you know what I mean? It was like good feeling, great feeling though. Like,
it's actually a lot of people tell you that's actually a better award to get than the best soldier award, because the best soldier award is academically, so it's the higher scores you get in tests and stuff like that. But the 3 Corps is kind of one of the best year for.
Because I found that though, being a medic and all that kind of stuff, I found that like on the ground phase, I was actually with my own gear that I'd have with me. Like, I was doing a bit. I was actually getting to do with medics for the platoon, for the section, whatever. Do you know what I mean? So like, you know, I was be treating lads, giving lads information like, how to say, how to, like, you know, not cramp up, sodium kind of food wise and all that kind of stuff.
There's about 8 medics in that course, was there?
There was loads of us, yeah. The full-on section there was.
There
was, I think it would have worked out. No, it was like 6 of us. It was 6 medics there was, yeah. So there would have been actually one per section. It was 2 in one section though. Yeah.
Yeah, and you were overused then as well.
Oh yeah. There was a few. There was a few things that happened actually, wasn't there?
Yeah, can't mention that.
Yeah, no, yeah, no, can't. Yeah.
We get ourselves in trouble.
Yeah, get charged.
So why did you move into hybrid training?
What did I move in? So I kind of just, as I said, on the NCL's course, I wanted to start going to ranks, all that kind of stuff. Then on that course, I just literally going out on the PTs as you, with yourselves and all that kind of stuff. I just kind of found it really low for a run, and I was like, right. I knew that when I came back from the NCL's course, I would be straight on instructor's courses. I'd have to do a team overseas. I was earmarked for it. Then I said, once I got back training properly, I'd lock in, have weights as my base, and obviously I would start doing endurance training. Because there's something cool about endurance training. Like, you know, I'd spent years on the gym floor just lifting weights, building muscle, getting stronger, done powerlifting competitions, won them, bodybuilding competitions placed in them, in one of them, the one I did. I was like, right, I've kind of ticked down boxes. I was right, I want to start doing like running, high rocks, swimming, eventually do a triathlon, and all that kind of stuff. Get up that, you know what I mean, whilst doing strength training, like, you know. And it's just constantly having the different kind of elements in your week. Like, what way do I have to recover for this? What way do I have to eat for this? What way do I have to train for this? And it's just, it sounds cheesy, hybrid train athlete knowledge, but it's just, I'd be like, oh, that's cheesy, but it's like it's a mix of training, and I just think it's a nice way to train for the everyday person, because I'd want to be able to still look the part, perform, and yeah, we have to do a lot of other stuff, not just be just strong with one metric. Do you know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with just being strong at one metric, do you know what I mean? But I'd like to kind of be a jack of all trades and a master of none. But in fitness, I think that's good, especially for our job, Decky. You know, absolutely. It really is. Do you know what I mean?
Nick Bear,
legend. That's one of the reasons I got into, because he was like was he in the Rangers or something like that in America, and I started watching him. And after I watched him, I was like, he's getting up in the morning, he's running, he's lifting weights. Then it can be done. Do you know what I mean? And he's able to eat all this food. And I was like, oh, this is deadly.
Do you know what time his fastest marathon?
That's 2:50.
It's actually quicker. I just checked before I came in here. It's actually at 2:48.
Psychopath. What's that kind of about? 4:20?
No, it's even less.
Nah, well, that's crazy, you know.
Crazy, yeah. He's not. I actually listened to the podcast. He's very good.
He's good. He is. He gives you, like, he's a great business mentor and all that kind of stuff. From what you say, anyway, like, you know, he's really good, like, you know.
What's the hardest challenge you ever done? So I know you're big into charity. You're big into like challenging yourself. At
the minute, actually, not that I've had that biting off more than I can chew, but I'm actually next Saturday, I'm on behalf of suicide prevention Finglas. There's a Finglas to Hout Head half marathon. So I'm actually doing that next week. It's supposed to be another very warm day, but I'm doing it with 45 pounds. Jeez. 45 pounds uniform, me bits and bobs.
How do you donate to that? How do you donate to that?
I just volunteered. Like, I've lost a few friends now to suicide now, you know what I mean? All that kind of stuff. So I said, come here, we'll do it. It's a PT session, like, for myself, like, you know, and it's like, I've had to raise a few bob on the old page. I'm doing it for Fred. Fred Fit Condition, he runs the Hout Marathon every year. Okay. That's from Finglas to Jam, it's Finglas to Hout. So I just said I'll jump in and do it.
How does people donate to that?
There's a link. I have a post up on my Instagram page, and just the links there, QR code, on that kind of stuff, and yeah.
So if anybody can share a few pound and follow along, especially we all know someone
hardest challenge that I'd say Joe, I've done a few. Do you know what? I think it was going away. It's kind of a different challenge, but you see, going overseas, I think in 2021 during COVID, the hardest challenge I've ever done. Reason being, the first one I went overseas, I was 19. I was like, oh, I'm going to the LBA, you know, nothing. At the time, I had a partner when I went over. It was during COVID. Hadn't seen her in a few weeks before that because of the whole restriction. I knew when I was going over, it was 2 weeks quarantine down in Cork and Kilworth. I knew I'd have to drive past my house to get on the plane to go. And then it was like quarantine then when we got home. So it was like 7 months, all of us just in the camp, no family. Do you know what I mean? Like, bad internet and all. And I was still a bit of a nipper then. I think it was like 20. I was 23, still young enough, like, you know. And I think mentally that was probably the hardest challenge now. It's not a challenge in general, yeah, do you know what I mean? Because remember just being like, it's not even live, or if that even happens, I can't get, because we're still in COVID, it was pretty bad. So if that even happens to anybody, like, I can't even come home. I was like, once you get on that ticket, you're gone, that's you, like, over there, like, you know, like.
Was it difficult? It's a difficult camp, was it, during COVID?
It was a bubble. We were out on patrol back in Screen, fine. You know, there wasn't really anybody out in the streets either, or whenever we were out on patrol or anything like that. So we kind of all in that bubble. There was no outbreaks or anything like that at the time. So it was kind of it was heavy enough, look on the head, yeah.
What's a normal week of training for you, like at home now?
Just training in general. What would it be like? So I'm still lifting 5 times a week. Lifting weights, obviously, 5 times a week. Then I'm clicking about 50 kilometers, or quality kilometers, I try to call them. A lot of zone 2 work, an interval session whatever. So yeah, about 50 kilometers a week, 5 weight sessions, and I'd have one circuit. So like a high rocks class or a circuit, whatever. Either do it myself or do one by myself, or else I'll jump in with a class or something like that. Then I'd have one cycle a week, one swim, and then incorporated within that mileage I'd have like a weighted run, like, you know what I mean?
It's like 3 sessions sometimes a day, is it?
Two. I always have two. I'd never, and the way it is, a few people do be like, geez, you're overtraining and whatever. But the way I have it done is it's that I never have 2 hard sessions in a day. So it'll be like one hard session one day, one light one. You know, AM session, it'll be like, you know, zone 2, you know yourself, like you run like, you know. Zone 2 session, then it'll be a weight session. Do you know? Hypertrophy kind of work, whatever, do you know?
But like, you know your body.
Yeah, like that's one thing. Like when you're doing that kind of training, you have to be honest with your own recovery. You have to be honest with your own levels of recovery and your own capabilities as well, and know your own strengths and all that kind of stuff. Like, you know.
And what do you do for recovery?
Yeah, I do a lot of form. I found since I never really used to do much for recovery, but it's only since I started doing this kind of style of training, as you want to call it, hybrid training, or whatever. It's like lots of foam rolling, fascia work, like start using the physiotherapist, all that kind of stuff, massage gun, sauna 2-3 times a week, cold ice plunges and all that.
Fascia work is unreal, isn't it?
Deadly. Oh, so I thought it was like, what are these fellas doing with the tennis ball? It's amazing. And then biggest one obviously is sleep. I do try sleep, get the 8 hours in best I can. Genuinely. Something that really started to focus on. And then obviously food is the biggest one. So like, you know, food is like your macronutrients, protein, fats, carbs, proper timing around training, proper nutrition on your rest days and all that kind of stuff.
Obviously still meal prep and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, 100%, you know what I mean? It's probably more important on the days you're not training, you know, because your body's actually just at rest. Yeah. You know, so it's going to sell quality nutrients for just solid recovery, like, you know.
What's the best lesson sport has taught you?
Structure and discipline. Yeah, definitely, 100%. You know, especially for young lads, like, you know. Yeah. Definitely.
What motivates you every day?
Well, what's it now? What motivates me now is that obviously I recently found out I was going to be a father. So it's just like,
congratulations.
Yeah, sound it.
So all the sleep goes out the window.
Yeah, this is it now, you know what I mean? I'll be on next to me next year and be like that, you know what I mean? No, yeah, not at all. I think it's now for that. So I found I'm going to be having a little boy. So it's like, you know, so now I'm like, right, I'm going to be a dad. So I want to, like, you know, lead by example and, like, you know, have that for my son to go up. Like, right, my dad gave things a go. He always tried to better himself. He kept himself fit. He wasn't a drinker. He wasn't this. So that's what I do. First thing when I come to the morning, that's actually what gets into my head now. It's like, right, say if I don't want to do a session, I'm like, you have to now, do you know what I mean? Have to scan, have the little scan and all beside me in the bed. So it's like, I have like this little wall thing when I get up. So I used to say, like say I have a 3 rashers like drawn on a yoke. So it's like wanting a sergeant eventually. I have I have an Iron Man written.
Are you goal driven, like?
That's what I mean. So so first thing when I get up out of my bed, whatever way I turn toward, whatever way I get out, do you know what I mean? That's the first thing I see. You know, so I have to have that to scan and just all little things that motivate me. Like that one I kind of do like margins and shit and times and all.
What's your next short term goal?
Sub 25k now, whilst being able to keep me current strength level where it's at 30 seconds off it.
What's your long term goal?
Long term goal, Iron Man. That's 100%. That's definitely.
How are you so driven? How are you so?
I just do, like, you know, not even just what I love doing. I just think it's great. Do you know what I mean? Just young, because obviously I'm still young. Like, I think what I realised is that, because obviously my dad got sick years ago. Now he's fine, all that good stuff. But he'd saying to me, like, geez, if I was young, I'd love to be able to do that. And I'm like, right, I'm young now. Let's utilise when my body can take the pounding, take the kind of like, be able to do this kind of stuff. Because one day, like, all you have is just like, you know, the odd memories, and I want to be able to just say, well, I get things to go, do that kind of stuff, you know? Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
What's a non-negotiable value for you?
Non-negotiable? Explain that just.
So your personal value. So give me something like
Loyalty, yeah, that's
non-negotiable. So
just loyalty, yeah, and just real. Do you know? Because I like any of my mates, so like they can rely on me for anything, like, do you know what I mean? That thing. So yeah, loyalty is a big thing. Even in the army, it's like, can I trust this fella that's under me or over me? Like, you know.
Were you ever shit on by a friend or anybody in the situation that you're in?
I think we all have, haven't we? Life, like, I think we all have. I mean, but I think they're all good lessons though, because then it kind of teaches you, the footsteps and the knocks of what the next person could potentially be like. If they don't follow these natural traits, you're like, oh, right, this person could be over it. You know what I mean? Like,
I think that's probably a bit of my downfall at times as well. And probably I'm too willing to help others and to be shit, and like lads will stand on you.
Come here, I'll tell you now, like myself, man. Like there's been times where I've, you'd be looking after, you just be looking after people 100% from all the four corners of the box. And then, you left it, Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Your brother and a few other lads would give out to me, like, you need to start fucking saying no. And I think that's the hardest thing for me to say is
I'm a knacker for it. I can't do it either. I can't say no either. Do you know what I mean?
And and you'll realise when you have a little son, and you talked about time, and like, somehow you're going to get old.
Yeah.
Like my 2-year-old, he's nearly 3. Like, but Jesus, like some days are very, very hard.
Yeah.
But Jesus. Someday, in a few years' time, to say you have a baby up to 4, after 4, they just want to do different things.
Yeah.
But look back and say, geez, their hard days are actually the days you remember the most.
Yeah.
100%,
yeah.
So time is.
Then you'd be like, that's because as I said, they'd be saying like, one day they'd be growing up, the girls would be growing up doing their makeup and going out with their friends and all, and then you'd be just sitting there with the missus like, that's
just
that,
two,
like literally, it's like, yeah.
Damn, Davey's mad, man. Sorry, I meant to bring it back to something with Davey. Davey trained me in the pod course, you know that? He was
telling me before, Davey.
Davey was an NCO in my pod course. And the reason I want you to tell me a few stories about him, because I haven't seen, like, I was always kind of a reasonable enough, fit enough in terms of like PT and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's right. Sorry, I was on a few PTs this decade.
But the only time I ever I was in Carna Range, and the only time I ever seen went, and people, I done marathons and everything, they say hit a wall. The only time I actually hit a wall, I'd say, and I seen stars, was on the top of Cemetery Hill. Not Cemetery, it's Flagstaff Hill in Carna Range, where Davey had us dragging a dummy up the top of the road. There was a dummy. I was dragging a dummy. There was a dummy, and then there was a student on the bottom with the feet of a dummy. So like there's a man was struggling at the back, and I got to the top. And I won't lie, I was bollocksed. Davey says, "Get that fucking dummy on your back." All right, so put the dummy on my back and see your stars. All right,
it's mad.
He's a madman. But I tell you, he's one of the best lads.
Great, he's
best instructors I've ever come across.
Fitness is different gravy. Different gravy. It is.
What advice would you give someone starting out in terms of both military, and we went through the fitness side, but military?
I gave a great one there to it. It was actually instructing on a course there for recruits there, and I gave him a great one. What did I say? Starting off, get amongst it. Just get amongst it. It's very easy. It's like every job. Whether you're in Tesco, whether you're in the army, the guards, whatever. It's very easy to just get amongst it, not get amongst it. Sit there in your phone, the locker room, hiding, doing whatever. Do you know what I mean? Open your room, not open the accommodation, not doing it and just doing anything and just not getting amongst it, and listening to the wrong kind of people. Every course you can do, or any kind of physical kind of course or opportunities, grasp them and just go for it. Just go for it, because you're never going to benefit from giving something a go. Or else, what I said to him, I goes, you're best off trying something extremely hard 100 times and failing it 100 times, as opposed to passing and doing something easy and passing every day for the rest of your life.
Yeah, you never learn.
And I said to him, I was like, think about, how does a muscle grow? You put stress on it. You have to fail in the gym. Mm-hmm. The muscle grows, then eventually it'll grow in a few weeks then, or months or whatever, because the stress has happened to it. And then because you failed that one time, your body now knows how to lift that weight now in a few weeks. So it doesn't fail the next time you go for it. It's grow, that's just a bit philosophical now, but it's just these things, I think you hit a few headings, and especially for recruits, it hits some of the headings, it's just like you've nothing to lose, you just got to do everything, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I got great advice off, I think it was some CS years ago, he said something to me similar like that. He was going on his ticket, he said that to me. And he was in the army for 27 years, and
you have to make the most of it as well. It
was Matt Marson. Yeah, he said to me something like that, and I was like, he's right, nothing to lose,
Here, you can be that negative person and sit in the corner and do what you want, but you're always going to be that negative person.
I say you've seen it when you're in the battalion or whatever, lads are like, oh, this is shy, this is brutal, Do you know what I mean? You're like, of course, you're sitting there drinking Monster and smoking, not doing anything.
I think I was a different situation because I came to the BTC as a young corporal. So I've been around people that are driven. This unit is driven to. We're always driven to.
You know, so like even like I was Shawnee Campbell, I was only chatting to them, and you can tell like y'all. I'd be over there. I'd be getting like a red rifle or something. If I'm doing a bit of PT, go in like everyone's always amongst it. Yeah. You know, it's very like bang bang bang. Like you're always organised something. NTO's courses, lads, a bit regimental and all. It's good. It's good. Like like it's great. It's good to see. Like
Yeah, we have a small unit. You can.
Sorry, come to Roger again, Decky. But he's around. He's a fitness as well. Do you know what I mean? So that's.
Your brother came out flying from overseas.
Yeah.
I was on a run with him last week there. He did 15k.
He did 20.
He went out last Sunday. He said he got lost.
20. He told me he went on the deliberate 21. Yeah.
I like starting a rumour saying he got lost.
Yeah.
Because he texted me and said he's going for 80 minutes easy.
Yeah.
And then he ended up doing like 20 something k. I said, you definitely got lost.
Yeah. What did he say? He came up to the house and he was sitting there and it was like a heat wave. Like, how'd you go on your run this morning, Dave? He was like, yeah, did 21k or 20k or something like that. I was like, grand. Because you haven't had to eat before. I had an apple and an orange. I was like, what, you not have any these? He's mad, he is, like,
And he knows, like, because he's a PT as well, PTI as well.
Yeah, I was going to have a bit of that out something. Just get out and get it done, like, the kids, they get nippers and all, like, Yeah. It's legend.
So where can people follow your journey?
On my Instagram, JLC Hybrid Coaching.
You're very active on it.
On TikTok now and social media, and actually I'm going to start making a lot of like voiceover videos and just explaining just how to train, how to structure things. Like, you know what I mean? I kind of, again, that's something I said I start doing, to start talking. That's kind of the way the PT and coaching game's gone. Like kind of like this, to kind of gain traction and get out of comfort zone. Kind of start talking in front of the camera a little bit and voiceover and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and I think it's very good for anybody starting over, or anybody even into training. Like, you're giving them so much.
Like it's free info. Literally.
So here, your weekly splits. So someone wants to start in the gym. So a few small questions here. So somebody wants to start the gym and they just said they've never done gym work before. They do a small bit of cardio, a small bit of walking and stuff like that. What's the best split to them, or how do you train for that? Yeah.
They've never trained before.
Just a bit of running and walking.
To be honest, excuse me. Whenever you're starting in the gym, your body responds amazing. Your 4 6 months to a year. That's actually a thing. Noob gains, they call it. You can literally walk past the gym and you probably grow. Really. But in terms of the best split, obviously ensuring that your protein and macronutrient kind of profiles being
someone doesn't know macronutrients.
So basically, macronutrient is a mixture. Is obviously the 3 key macronutrients is protein, fats, and carbs. Everybody's different for different body weights, different body fat percentages. Everyone has different amounts, so you have to kind of calculate that differently, But the best split would be basic push-pull legs 3 days a week. Just get used to train your body will respond, it will recover off that. And sometimes less is more starting off. So 3 days a week, learn to build up the enjoyment to go. So train on the Monday, or really like that. Can't wait now. Rest on the Tuesday. Go on the Wednesday, smash it over. Be looking forward to your legs then on the end of the week. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And then and then gradually build from there. And
mentally, so how do you advise someone mentally to go into the gym? Like, they're not going to be, obviously, to start the gym, they're not going to be massive straight away. But how do you?
It takes time. It's going to take time. It's like anything. Like when I got back training, say in January, if I was to revert back myself, I've been training for years, so we have that. There is a thing called muscle memory, all that kind of stuff, and I have knowledge and I know how to train. But when I got back training, it's just a case you have to look beyond the end of your nose, be like, this is where I am now. This is my end result. However, what can I do today to bring me to that picture that I want to look like, or something like that, that kind of stuff. So just consistency.
Brilliant.
Pouring up, you can't go wrong.
Okay, so we'll finish off with a few quick fire questions. Yeah. We ask the same questions a lot of times. Okay, so tea or coffee?
Coffee now.
Coffee, man.
Coffee now, yeah.
What kind of coffee?
But tea is all right every now and again. If you have it with a fry, you don't have coffee with a fry, coffee.
Coffee with a fry.
I know, Decky. No, come on. Tea.
So tea with a fry.
Tea with a fry, man. Yeah.
Anybody listening or watching there, comment. Do you have tea with a fry, or do you have coffee with a fry? You have to have tea with coffee. Tea with a fry, do you?
Oh yeah, I would. Yeah.
You have orange juice, no?
I would have that now as well, but the tea has to be the hot drink. You can't be having this coffee, man, with it now. Would you have tea?
No, I wouldn't be. I'm a coffee man, but wouldn't have them with a fry now.
Right, fair enough. Right, fair enough.
No, but I wouldn't stop me. Mentally, it
has to be tea, man. Yeah, 100% tea. Love it, yeah. But the coffee I drink now, it's either it could just be low calorie coffee, Jamie, but obviously just Americano. Okay. Or else I've recently discovered, shout out to Owen O'Keefe actually for this really low calorie coffee. So sugar free, caramel, flat white.
Nice.
Banging day.
Serious?
Flat white. It's coffee, Jamie, but just without the foamy milk, and then the sugar free stuff.
I've never tasted a flat white.
It's like coconut flat white. Yeah.
Sorry, I've tasted like flat whites, but I never had a nice caramel, any flavour.
No, not oyster, just actual hot.
No, but I had never had tried anything else.
No, the old sugar free is nice, Taki. It's lovely, yeah.
Favourite exercise?
Favourite exercise? Barbell back squat.
Okay. Least favourite exercise?
Least favourite exercise? All the gym huns are going to hate me for this, but glute bridges. Yeah, I have them in your program now. To me, I look like a weirdo doing it.
Early mornings or late evenings?
Early mornings are great.
Favourite meal?
Favourite meal? That I'm currently eating or just in general?
In general.
What's your favourite meal? Me nanny's Sunday dinner.
What's that?
Just a roast, man.
A roast,
roast, yeah. Like, look at carving. Basically, carving. Okay. Basically, yeah. Can't go wrong with that.
Nice. What motivates you? They talked about this already.
Yeah, what motivates me now is that's actually now honestly if I can boil it down, because before I was just like, I just want to do it for myself, but now it's like I actually have a reason now, so and potentially nipper on the way, like, you know.
We talked about the best advice you've received. You gave that one already. One word to describe you yourself.
What way do I say? A loose cannon. I don't know. No way. Actually, I couldn't really describe myself.
Driven.
Bit of a fitness freak now, I have to say. Yeah, that's what I just love fitness.
One word. Freak.
Weapon. Say weapon.
All right.
I think you would say weapon.
Your dream holiday.
Texas. It's warm. Again, I'm not really a fan of drinking, but my holiday be like a good training holiday or something. Go out with a few lads and just from like various videos, like just the food as well in America, just looks really nice. Yeah. Kind of cowboy kind of vibe and all. It's just really cool. Like,
Texas would be a nice place to go to.
I'd
love to go to Nashville.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Like, you know, like all that kind of stuff.
Where are you going to be in 5 years' time, or what do you see yourself in 5 years' time?
Where do I see myself? I'm still in the army anyway. Love it.
Yeah, you want to?
Great. Please, guys, towards stripe. I would eventually like to be back amongst it in the infantry, or the likes of the BDC, PTI kind of vibe, genuinely, because I just love helping people, fitness.
Two vacancies there, two PTI vacancies there.
Oh yeah, I have to get the course first.
You don't have to be qualified to come over.
No.
So, talk to Davey about that.
I will.
One in Dublin and one in Athlone.
Yeah, I know. Honestly, that's one thing that I found now since I'm back coaching and I'm back doing it and all and trying to grow the business. I actually just really love, and I love military fitness. I love it. I think it's deadly. PTI, please God, and the outward rasher all going well, please God.
And you're going refereeing soccer in the DL.
Well, that was a great course. Actually, by the way, that was a great course. Thank you, Sam, for that. Put me on that. That was really nice. Be on that.
You're going to be in the middle of the pitch.
How was he ref? Yeah. Tell you now.
And the last thing, what story with the moustache? When did you start this?
I don't know, Decky. Do you ever just go to? I don't know whether it's the middle of the crisis or whatever. Or
my nephew's the same. My nephew has one. Just started one as well. I don't know.
One of the lads in the MAP actually got it. I give it a go with a crack. Then I just I was going to get rid of it because I'll just leave it. That was like the last part we shaved.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll run with it for a while.
Will you ever have a full beard?
I had him there for a while. And it was
Can you grow one?
Yeah, it's alright.
A baby face.
It's actually alright. It's not bad. Yeah. Actually grow. Yeah, it's not bad. Well, like to me, I don't think it's bad, but he looks like a pedophile.
Are you old school and say, fuck you, army shouldn't have a beard?
Do you know what? I was only chatting to Dave about this, right? See, since when we got rid of the black boots.
Yeah.
Like, obviously people stop, like, obviously you do clean, everyone's boots still clean, but there's no need to polish anymore. And like, there's something about it now with number ones. I don't know, I was actually at an event for the St. Brigid's Military Hospital. It was a closed down parade, and like, I don't know, I was in me number ones, and me and the lads got a picture, and I just think he doesn't have a beard. The picture just looks a lot more sharper. Do you know what I mean? As opposed to the beards. But the beards are still nice though. If like yourself, you grow grand one. If they're clean and shaved and perfect and all, yeah, grand, but some lads are they're hanging up with their life, like, you know.
I got a message. I was refereeing a League of Ireland match in Cork one day when
I first got the beard. I actually got a couple of messages, and they were ex-army lads watching the match. Shave that beard, you're a disgrace.
Yeah, the Outlaws don't get it.
Don't like it at all.
Yeah, the Outlaws hated you, yeah.
All right, John, we'll leave it there. Thanks very much for coming down.
Thanks for having me, Decky.
Appreciate someone helping again.
No problem.
Again, anybody who's listening here, likes the story, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Follow him on Instagram. He's absolutely unbelievable on Instagram and TikTok. His videos are very, very good and very helpful. Wish you the best of luck.
Thanks very much for having me, Decky.
And anyway, that's it. Thanks very much, buddy.
Thanks so much. Thanks.
That's it for today's episode. If you've enjoyed the conversation, please take a second to like, comment, and share this video. It helps the channel grow and helps us reach more people with great stories. And remember, if you have a story to tell, we want to hear it. Get in touch through the comments or send us a message. Your story could feature in a future episode. Thanks for watching, thanks for your support, and we'll see you in the next one.